Oh, what's going on, people? It's been a long day. First off, before I get started, make sure if you're not a subscriber, you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring the bell for notifications. When the icon jumps open, make sure you hit all so you get all notifications for videos, live streams, pictures, whatever the case may be. Make sure you are active in the comment section. Make sure you share these videos and hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down button. I don't give two shits which one you hit, just hit one of them. And with that being said, if you're not friends with me on Facebook and you want to be, send me a friend request and a message through Messenger letting me know, hey, Mr. Cheap Sense, I am such and such from YouTube. I'm a subscriber. And I know it may sound like a little much, but I'm trying to weed out all the bad apples. I don't want a bunch of bullshit going on my channel, on my Facebook page, on my Instagram. We're having fun. People can post on my group, fragrance group. They can post whatever they want to post as long as it's fragrance related and they don't have a bunch of nonsense going on, because your ass will get the boot if I go through and I see some foolishness going on or somebody reports to me that it's something going on. Your ass is out of here. Also, follow me on Instagram. I made it much easier for me to remember my name or my hashtag, and it's easier for you all to find. It is now Mr. Cheap Sense, all one word, no spaces. So therefore, if you want to also find me on Facebook, my name is Keith Crook, Keithcrook, and then it says AKA Mr. Cheap Sense off to the side. I'm in all white. It's a blue and white shirt, white shorts, some white and blue shoes. Got a dove with some kind of flower or something in his mouth, and my kid's picture is in the background. If you cannot find me on Facebook with all of that information, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now, I'm going to get to the fragrance I wore today first, because I have some other things that I want to talk about. If you're friends with me on Facebook and or Instagram, following me on Instagram, then you already know what I wore today. It is from the house of Bvlgari, and out of all the other Bvlgaris from this particular line, I'm not talking about the little round Aqua Amara and all that stuff. I'm talking about this particular line. This, right now, there is another one that's out there. I think it's called Bvlgari Man Oriental or Orient or something like that. I think I heard Ashton from Gent Sense talk about it. I haven't seen that one in a while, so I can't speak on that one. But from what I have here in my hand and the other two bottles that I have from this particular line, this one is hands down my favorite. This smells superb. The performance on this is excellent, and I'm glad I have this one. And if I see this one again, I don't talk about backup bottles like other people do, because I know I don't wear the same fragrances more than once in a year. I may, depending on what it is, like my Club de Nuit Intense Man, on special occasions, I'll break that out like I did my birthday. But this is backup bottle worthy to me. I can't speak for anybody else. I know a lot of people talk about this fragrance, but if I see this one again, I will get a backup bottle of this one. This is Bvlgari Man in Black. This smells great. As you know, it has that locking mechanism. You can twist it to the side where the atomizer, you can see it right there, is to the side. And you can't spray it, so it's great for travel. Twist it back to the front. Great atomizer. Even better smell. It smells like it has some spices. I don't know if it's got plum or something. There's something in it that's semi-sweet. If I'm picking it up correctly, I could be wrong, but this smells great. I love it. And I definitely am going to be on the lookout for a backup bottle of this one. I have to have a backup of this. This is great. If you haven't had this one before, go to your local Belks, Ulta, Sephora, somewhere that sells Bvlgari fragrances. I know Belks does. I'm not sure about the other places, but I just named them because they're retail stores. But if you see this one on their counter, it's the black and gold. Spray it, sample it, and you may fall in love with it. This is nice. This is not an everyday wear fragrance. Can be a little bit too strong in most office settings because it is kind of spicy. But special occasions, this is perfect for. But I will get me a backup bottle of this one just for, you know, my nostalgia. So that is what I wore today, Bvlgari Man in black. Now, if you all know, I had a little small snippet of a video that I did earlier when I was in Jacksonville, Florida. I actually drove about 30 minutes to Jacksonville, Florida. I actually was supposed to have been at my son's basketball game. I actually missed the first half of it, which I need to start getting there on time. I'm notorious for being late for something. I'd probably be late to my own funeral if it was up to me. But I met a subscriber. His name is Alfonso, and he was quite adamant on meeting with me. We were supposed to have met last weekend, and my plans got changed. Something came down. I think my son had a game or something came up. I can't remember what it was, but I wasn't able to meet with him. But I did end up driving 30 minutes out of the way because it's actually like almost an hour to get to my son's, where they live, to his game. So I drove 30 minutes out of the way and then had to drive back towards the opposite direction, going north towards Savannah, Georgia. And I made it to my son's game around the halftime mark. They did lose, but they did pretty decent. They got a lot of work to do. So with that being said, while I was there with Alfonso, I walked into, there's a fragrance shop in the Pecan Park flea market. And that's where we agreed to meet. And when I walked in, he recognized me instantly and turned around, and, you know, we embraced each other a little bit, gave each other some dap, and proceeded to talk fragrances. And I actually know the owners of the perfume shop, and they're some great people. We all talked fragrances, and it was very, very interesting. Alfonso seems to be a great guy. He does have knowledge of fragrances also. And he also, when we were getting ready to leave, he took me outside to his vehicle, and in his trunk he had a duffel bag, and he brought a bunch of fragrances with him that he wanted to show me. And he has some stuff that I have been looking for that he had, and things that I've wanted to smell that I haven't been able to get my nose on, things that are discontinued or not easy to find these days. He did give me a few, and a few of these two of these I've already had before. He actually was going to give me another one, but I already had that one before also, or I have it already. But first one he gifted me is Mambo. And I had this one before. I know a lot of people may not be too thrilled about this particular fragrance. There's not much left. It's like, you know, about a quarter of a bottle. That's more than enough. I had a full one, and I think I sold it. Smells great. One of those older fragrances, one I passed up several times over the years, just for the simple fact that I didn't know anything about it. It kind of looks like a woman's fragrance. Excuse me. If you look at the bottle, but it's actually a men's fragrance, and it smells good. It has some sweetness to it. Not a lot of people are gonna enjoy it. I actually like it. It kind of has almost like this shaving cream kind of smell to it. A little slightly sweet, but it's nice. I like it. So I will be wearing that out. This one I actually had a bigger bottle of, and I actually sold it when I was selling some fragrances. And it's funny how things have a tendency to come back around. This is like maybe the third fragrance or fourth fragrance that I've had before that I've actually sold or traded, and it came back to me. And this is from the house of Dunhill, and this is Dunhill Fresh. And I actually did like this one. Why I got rid of it, I don't know. It was a dumb move on my part, but it came back. And it's a 50 ml bottle. It's smaller, and he used it. He put a dent in it. Very clean, very fresh. I like it. I will be giving this wearings. This is perfect for when you're fresh out of the shower and you don't want to waste any good juice just being around the house. This is something clean, nice, fresh, hence the name Dunhill Fresh. Smells great. I don't see a lot of this around either. I got mine, I think it was last Christmas, from Bell's, which is the equivalent to Burke's, I think, in other parts of the country. But I think it was in a gift set, and I got it, and I liked it. So he gifted me that one. This one is from Zara, and I've never heard of this one before, but it is 3 a.m. de Parfum. This is what the bottle looks like. So if anybody's ever seen this particular one before, let me know. I did get to smell it, and it smells great. Damn good atomizer. I need to look this up. I can wear this. I'm not sure if this is a women's fragrance or for men, but I will look this up in a few minutes and see. But it smells great. It's kind of fruity. I like it. I don't know what's in it, but this is right up my alley. I've never heard or seen this one before. I have never even heard. Martin Martinez does all of the fragrances from Zara, and I've never seen or heard of this one before. So in the men's realm, this may not be for men. This may be for women, but I'll find out and see. But I'm definitely gonna wear this regardless. It smells like it can be unisex. And last but not least, I have a decant of this, or a sample of this. I have been looking for this one for a long time, and when I guess he must have seen or heard me talk about it before, and he said he thought he had it, but he didn't see it in his bag, and he was gonna gift it to me, and now I have it, and I'm kind of stoked about this one because I've heard other people say that it's not all that I shouldn't waste my time, but I smelled it. And it smells great. If you like these kind of fragrances, this one is from the house of Halston. This is Halston Man Amber. And I finally have the infamous gold bottle in my possession. Can't see through it, I don't think. No. But this is Halston Man Amber, finally. Came with full box presentation and everything. I don't know how much juice is in here, but this is the box. Has this felt-like material on the inside. Not bad presentation. Man, that Zara one, I sprayed it and it's taking over. I need to find out, is this for men or for women? To wear this, I've heard the performance is not that great on this, but it doesn't matter to me. This smells strong enough. I don't know if this is reformulated or an original or what, but it smells strong. It's great. Not an everyday wear. I would have to pick and choose situations to wear this one, but I think it will work perfect in the cold weather as strong as it is. So I'm ecstatic for this one. I'm really ecstatic for this Zara because I need to find out more information about this one, and I'll get back with you at a later time. But I'm very intrigued by this one. This smells great. So thank you, Alfonso, for gifting me those 4 fragrances. Although 2 of those I already had, the other 2 I am stoked to have. And if at any point in time you have anything else that you really want to get rid of, you don't wear much of, please let me know and get with me on it. I'm very interested in seeing more of what you have by the way of fragrances, because you seem to have some knowledge that I don't have, and some fragrances that I've never smelled. I did get my nose on Narcisco Rodriguez, not the original, but the other one, and I love that fragrance. Kind of has that Tierra de Hermes, if I'm saying it right or wrong, I don't know. It has that kind of vibe to it, that vetiver type vibe to it. I like it, and if I can get my hands on it, I'll gladly take that also. But thank you again, Alfonso, for coming and meeting up with me. Thank you for being patient with me. I know it's been kind of rough. I got 2 jobs. I got a son that's playing sports. He plays football and basketball. And I want to be there as much as I can to support him. So sometimes things aren't going to fit into the puzzle. But whenever you decide you want to come to Brunswick and either meet with me and or Matt from Georgia Gent, or both of us, let us know ahead of time. We can schedule something. We can sit down, have some lunch or something. We can do a little quick collab video. Maybe you can bring some of your fragrances that we may have not smelled before. Sample, test out, whatever, and go from there. All right, y'all. This has been your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense. I'm checking out. Here is To Smelling Great. I'm out. Peace.